What is up? Hello again, everybody. Welcome to week number 2 of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on Twitch. I am your host, Brian Henniger. Thank you ever so much for joining us wherever you might be tonight. Well, if you missed our show last week, my friends, you missed a rocket buster of a show because we almost had our first $1 million winner last week. Mr. Colby Burnett, Jeopardy Grand Champion, was in that hot seat, won $500,000. He's now our top player on the leaderboard right now. Thank you. Yes. And after that, we had Dino Alexander, last season's Grand Champion, won $125,000. So we gave away over $500,000 last week, so no pressure for us this week. And all that is in the past. Tonight, we're having some fun. We start a brand new month of Millionaire, and we have a great show lined up. And let's go ahead and introduce our first contestant today. He's about to take a seat in that chair. He is from the beautiful city from California. He is a man who I'm very proud to call, among other things, a friend. He's a game show superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Kyle Serra.
The Alex Trebek to my Johnny Gilbert. How are you, sir?
I am honored and privileged to be here. Thank you very much for joining us, Kyle. Now, to explain a little bit about why Kyle is here, this is sort of a make good, you might say, as I get myself positioned there. I apologize for that little issue there. We were going to start this season of Millionaire last month. Started actually the first week of September, but had some issues that are not really worth getting into at the present time. And so we had to do a bit of a multiple week delay. So Kyle was gracious enough to let us host the show on his channel, which he does, which we'll get into that here in a little while. And had a lot of fun there. We're back here now to host our show. And now, once again, sort of to pay him back for that, we're going to let Kyle be a contestant on our show tonight. So there you go, Kyle.
I charged him $20.
You weren't supposed to say that out loud. Anyway,
no.
Kyle, if you'd be so kind, tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are and what you do and all that good stuff.
Well, as Brian mentioned, I am a streamer on Twitch. You can go follow me at twitch.tv/KDKS_TV. My main, I stream mainly game show recreations, just like yourselves, but they are a little bit more adult oriented. As an example, my main game show that I stream is Super Password, but we call it Super Drunken Password. A lot more adult-oriented puzzles there. I won't mention any of them on air here because you guys are much more professional than I will ever be. But 18 or over, if you enjoy adult humor, go to KDKS_TV. Every Sunday night we do Super Drunken Password. I'm also a podcaster, and I'm sure I am among a lot of trivia fans here. So if you like trivia podcasts, find the Trivia Tavern wherever you get your podcasts. It's a trivia show, obviously, but it's also based on your traditional bar trivia. If you were to go to your local pub or your local restaurant, 4 different rounds of trivia games. You can play along as you listen in. You may recognize a lot of the contestants that I've had on the show. A lot of former Jeopardy, Millionaire contestants. So take a listen. There's 15 episodes on, and the next episode should be coming in later this year, hopefully.
All right, good. Well, that's awesome. And he mentioned the Johnny Gilbert to my Alex Trebek. Every year with my family, I do a version of Christmas Jeopardy that we broadcast live on Facebook Live. We'll talk about that at the appropriate time. For years, my announcer was my good friend, our good friend, Jim Williams. He sadly is no longer with us. So Kyle has taken over the mantle and does a bang-up job as my announcer, and I want to say that very clearly.
Thank you.
That was our announcer.
Coincidentally, it was actually Jim Williams who got me into announcing in the first place. He was gracious enough to have a 2-hour conversation with me when I was trying to get into announcing a few years back, and I owe most of my career to that gentleman.
Well, he touched a lot of people's lives.
Yes, he did.
Oh, all right. So all that out of the way, let's get into the fun stuff. Are you ready to play this game, Kyle?
As ready as I'll ever be, Brian.
Well, let's go over the rules of the game real quick. You know them by now, but just to explain real quickly, you are 15 questions away from winning $1 million. You have those 3 lifelines that can help you along the way. You've got your 50-50. You've got Ask the Audience. And you've got Ask the Expert. And our resident expert, of course, Millionaire All-Star, genius, all-around good girl in her own right, Miss Jessica Brand is waiting in the wings to help you for just one question. You can call upon her at any point. Hey, Jess.
Hey!
All right, so...
Been amazing, honestly.
right.
My brain's got it ready to think again.
So, now, are you ready to play this game?
I'm ready. I'd also say whichever question that I end up on, I will donate that number in dollars to Extra Life. So if I ended up
Well,
at
there you
10,
go.
I'll
All
donate
right. Well, there you go. All right. And this season, of course, is benefiting. And this season, by the way, should mention, is benefiting Cardinal Hayes High School in the Bronx in honor of the late Regis Philbin. Audience, are you ready? Woo! Yeah.
Woo!
I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's play. Yeah, Millionaire. Okay, Kyle, for $100, question number 1 of 15, here it comes. Who wrote the novels Emma and Sense and Sensibility? Is it Lucy Houston, Jane Austen, Mary Dallas, or Tina Waco?
My heart skipped a beat because one of my two Achilles heels when it comes to trivia is literature. But when the name Jane Austen came up, I felt a little better. So I'm going to say B, Jane Austen, final answer.
Of course it is $400. Good job, sir. Well done.
Whew. All right.
Okay. Panic out of the way now. Here we go for $200.
All right.
Sacramento is the capital of which U.S. state? Is it California, Nevada, Washington, or Oregon?
Sacramento happens to be the capital of the state I have lived in my whole life, California. A, final answer.
That's about as much of a get question as you can possibly get on this program. You just won $200.
Yeah.
Good job.
Wondering why that wasn't a $100 question.
Because I am a cruel son of a gun.
Yes,
okay.
you are.
You weren't supposed to agree with me. Here it comes for $300. Anchors Away is the official hymn of which branch of the U.S. military? The Air Force, the Marine Corps, the Navy, or the Army?
If I had more time, I'd be able to name the hymns of all of these branches of the military, but I know that Anchors Away is C, Navy, final answer.
You ain't swabbing the poop deck here. You just won $300. Good job. Yep. The Air Force is the Air Force hymn. Marines is the Marines hymn. And the Army is the Army Goes Rolling Along.
I promise I won't sing them each.
That's okay. All right. $500 now. Here it comes. Question number 4. In America, what animal is the symbol for the Democrat Party? Is it the moose, the camel, the zebra, or the donkey?
Oh, I was expecting you to put both of them up there just to throw me off, but it is the donkey. D, final answer.
And I'm not going to make a single joke. You just won $500. Good job.
Yep. I was fully expecting to see elephant up there.
Yeah, Thomas Nast was the guy who came up with those symbols back in the 1800s. Okay, last point where you could walk away with nothing. I'm sure it won't happen. Number 5 for $1,000. Here it comes. Ash Ketchum is one of the main characters of what long-running anime series? Is it Cowboy Bebop, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, or Naruto?
I mean, I've heard of Ash Ketchup, but, that's at Poke Burger somewhere in Hawaii. But, no, Ash Ketchum, thank you. Ash Ketchum is the main character in C, Pokemon. Final answer.
Gotta answer them all. You just won $1,000. Well done, sir.
Love this set, by the way.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Just like that, you won $1,000.
Woo!
Yeah.
All
but you
right.
want to win more than that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Yes, please.
I want to give you more. So, see, we're kind of working on the same wavelength there. All right. Let's go now. Question number 6 is for $2,000. Here it comes. The Broadway musical Jersey Boys is based on the music of what singing group? Is it Little Anthony and the Imperials? Jerry and the Pacemakers? Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons? Or Paul Revere and the Raiders?
Oh, man. I'm not up to snuff on my Broadway musicals. So let me try and talk this through. I don't think it's A. That does not look familiar. Paul Revere and the Raiders. I'm not sure if that's just a joke answer, if that actually was a singing group. I could be completely wrong. Jerry and the Pacemakers and Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons sound so familiar. And I swear, if I use my 50-50 and those are the two answers that are left, I'm going to kick something. No.
Well, I assure everybody of this. The 50-50 is completely random.
Completely random. Yes,
I have no here. Yeah, we use random.org for it. I have no way of knowing what it would be.
Oh, man. God, I really don't want to use a lifeline this early. Jersey Boys. For some reason, Frankie Valli is sticking out to me. You know what? I don't want to bow out this early, so I'm going to go for a sure thing. I'm going to use a lifeline.
Okay.
And I'm going to use... Let's ask the audience, please.
Okay, final?
Yes.
All right. Audience, we are requesting some help if you wouldn't mind. Our audience watching on Twitch, the audience here in the studio, and the audience on Discord, please help this man out using the letters A, B, C, and D, and only A, B, C, and D. Everyone on the studios, please vote now. Okay, that is indeed time. Well, I can tell you that the audience on Twitch, 100% of the audience believe it is C, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And also everybody here in the studio believes it is C, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. So it's 100% also on Virtual Paradise. So, I mean, it's 100% for Frankie Valli, but the decision belongs with you.
I'm going to go with A. No. All right. Well, okay. I wanted to make sure. Let's go with C, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Final answer.
It's always best to use a lifeline if you're not sure, and it worked to perfection. Well, then, audience just won $2,000. Good job.
Thank you, audience. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
And it's a great show. If you ever get the chance to watch it, it's an amazing musical.
I need to get up of my
Paul Revere and the Raiders, they had the hit Cherokee Nation back in the 60s.
Oh, okay, so there was a singing.
Yeah.
All right.
But they also had a bunch of hits before that in the early 60s. They were one of the British invasion groups.
Okay.
All right.
Was one of them the British are coming?
Yeah.
Oh, really? That was a total joke.
Okay. Question number 7. It is for $4,000. You have 2 lifelines left. Good job. Here it comes.
Let's do it.
At Family Dollar stores in the U.S., what board game is sold by Parker Brothers under the name No Apologies? Is it Clue, Trouble, Monopoly, or Sorry?
Oh, this is great. It seems like it would be Monopoly because that's such a frustrating game where if you were to screw someone over, you were like, nope, I apologize, and then they flip the board over and run out the door. But No Apologies. Thank you. I'll be here all week. No Apologies. That would sound like the off-brand name for Sorry. Wouldn't be Clue, wouldn't be Monopoly, wouldn't be Trouble. I'm going to say Sorry, D. Final answer.
Kyle,
Yes.
Sorry is the right answer. Just won $4,000.
I see what you did there.
Yep. Hasbro makes. To explain, Hasbro makes the original version of Sorry, and Parker Brothers is a division of Hasbro, and they make generic versions of their games for discount prices. So if you can't quite afford the real version, you can get the off-brand version.
Right.
All right. Okay.
The off-brand of Monopoly is called Debt.
And the off-brand of Clue, that's not a joke, is called Mystery Game.
Uh-huh.
Look it up. All right.
All right.
You got $4,000. Going now for $8,000. Here it comes. What Ivy League university shares its name with a brand of padlocks? Cambridge, Harvard, Cornell, Yale.
Interesting. I thought there was a university called Masterlock, but I'm not sure if that exists. Cambridge is standing out to me. I don't think it's Yale. I don't think it's Harvard. Cornell padlocks, Cambridge padlocks. Oh, man. My gut is saying Cambridge, but I have such a hard time second guessing myself.
Okay.
Harvard. Trying to imagine that on a padlock. Yale, no. I'm gonna take a chance.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Cambridge, a final answer.
Lock it in. You had $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer have $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
You just lost $3,000.
Oh,
it's Yale.
Is Yale?
Yale.
Shoot.
Yale padlocks have been around since 1846.
Son of a gun.
Named after a man named Thomas Yale, who invented them.
Well, you know what? $5 is going to Extra Life.
There you go. And you know what I'll do? I will go ahead and put $5 in the kitty for Cardinal Hayes in your name.
Thank you.
I'll do that for you.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Hey, well, you know what? Look, you're leaving us with $1,000.
Yes.
A lot more money than you came with, right?
Yeah, and I had an absolute fabulous time. The set smells so nice. It's spanking new. Love it.
Well, there you go. And real quickly again, just give us the name of your Twitch channel one more time.
Twitch.tv/KDKS_TV, and look for the Trivia Tavern wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, it would be awesome. We'd love for you to check it out. It's great stuff right there. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Mr. Kyle Serra, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everybody.